Good morning and welcome to Morning Brew. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to anyone out there, whenever you may be listening to this. Let's see here. So far today is Tuesday, typical Tuesday, kind of a day. Tuesday, October 12th. And Darius, so far is not only first, he's the only one in the chat. And says first, and good morning, Captain Trek. Good morning, and check your Twitter. And I hope that everyone's doing well this morning. I need coffee and have a slight headache, but other than that, things are okay. I don't know. There was a couple things that's good. Well, there is one thing. There's one thing. Something happened on Birdstream yesterday, and somebody, I'm not going to mention who, because I know they don't listen to me, don't care, was saying how that 90% of Star Trek fans like New Trek. Of course, number one, there were no other qualifiers in there, except it was CBS who said this. Number one, I question the numbers. Number two, I question the source. If you want a reliable result, number one, you have to know what specific questions were asked, and it has to be asked by an independent source. We all know that businesses like Enron were trying to say that they were doing great. They, according to them, they were doing wonderful up until the day they closed. But yeah, they weren't, obviously. So yeah, you want the truth about a company, you don't go to the company. You go to an independent auditor. There are independent auditors out there. Not most of the auditors can be bought. But there are independent auditing firms that actually do work. So yeah, you would need to actually get the numbers from the auditing firms who could confirm or deny any of the results. Now, if this were, let's say here, 90% of the Star Trek fans who liked J.J. Abrams' Star Trek, okay, I could see that. I couldn't stand it myself, but let's just say it was. And good morning, Sherry. How are you this morning? How are you doing, Darius? And good morning, 47 Yorktown. Yes, I could use some Ketracel White at this point. Let's see here. Probably ought to go get some more coffee, but I'm not going to just yet because, well, the one thing that I like Culture Casino, which is one reason why I picked the channel before, but that was the last time I picked one. The feature channel today is Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, who I'm always welcome on his streams. I know that. I usually don't choose to go on because I don't feel I have much to add to the discussion. However, when I have gone, it usually ends up we're talking backstage afterward for a while. So it's kind of fun. Um, and I'm thinking about doing it more if I happen to be awake at the time. Sometimes it's hard to stay awake. First, when you get up at, excuse me, 5 o'clock in the morning, um, yeah, staying up till 9 o'clock at night is not exactly eh, prudent. So I hope everyone's morning is going well. Well, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is where you are there. Um, and so, yes, if you have not checked out Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, who does going old school retro. He has a lot of retro toys, other things that uh, he'll talk about, he'll show, mention that kind of thing, and so it's a fun time to be on. Um, definitely different people who go on there all the time. Have some of the same people, of course, but it makes it kind of fun. Um, and of course, everybody saying good morning and talking to everybody in chat, which is always a good sign. Means the chat is active and going good. So, and yes, thank you, Darius, for putting in the link to Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Anyone who has not yet subscribed, please do. He does provide some excellent content and encourages other creators as well. Um, so that is definitely someone you should be supporting, in my opinion. Check him out. Give him a like. See what's going on. Listen to some of his content and subscribe. It's really fun. It's really easy. And yes, thank you, Darius. Actually, I talked to Culture Casino. Um, when was it? Sunday night. Yeah, it was Sunday night. He gave me some encouraging words, and so that was always good. Uh, I don't know how he does it. He can fit in, he has a 6 minute daily. He can fit in God knows how many stories into 6 minutes. Well, plus whatever time else. Uh, because obviously there's the intro and before he actually starts the timer. But yes, go ahead. Like I said, the feature channel of the day is Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. I did say yesterday I was going to be ending the featured channels, but I thought today I'd go ahead and have one. Uh, they just may not be every day. Um, or more when I feel like having them. Which means I don't know. And I can already tell, yeah, it's going to be a day, all right. And go ahead and put the link in the chat before I forget. And not even 15 minutes in and going, okay, I got to put the link in because, unlike Coach Casino or Tommy, I'm not exactly, yeah, whatever. So, anyhow, uh, fortunately, that link did pin. That's a good thing. And of course, I'll just end up talking, saying something eventually until whatever. And good morning, Darth Aster. How are you? Hope things are going well. Uh, always fun trying to do two things at once, trying to look up something and not succeeding, trying to talk and do two things at the same time. Um, and Darius is in an Uber stuck in traffic. Ooh, fun. Um, uh, well, my question is your driver at least nice? Uh, well, let me put it to you this way, Darth Aster. If you were on either Discord or Twitter right now, I'd tell you. Super nice, 2027 rides under his belt. Wow, very good. That is a good record so far. If anyone hasn't noticed the whatever watermark basically down in the corner, I decided to take a little inspiration from one of the the little pod things. But what I did was I had a oh, what do they call those things? I just used coffee, ground coffee, put into a metal cup. What basically digitally I did that, not physically. Um, and then wrote on it, and then put that image over an image of the coffee berries before they're dried and all. And so, anyhow, and Sci-Fi Nation asks, why all alone, Captain Trek? Don't know why. Don't care. Darth Astor says, damn it, there is. Forgot my coffee in the kitchen. Yep. What the hell are you talking about? Tide Pods. Nobody's mentioned Tide Pods in here. Or pods of any kind. K-Cups, yes. But, anyhow, but they have little images. I don't know. Does that look like a Tide Pod to you? Please don't be. Oh, thank God.
Hello, world. Birdo Prey 5, Kapla.
Kapla.
Sorry, Captain. I didn't realize what time it was. I just noticed it was past 7 a.m. How have you been? That good?
Yeah.
What about Tide Pod?
Nothing about them. Sci-Fi Nation is just
My favorite flavor is cherry.
high on life or something.
I don't think it's life is high on. Welcome, Sci-Fi Nation. Oh. Let's see. How'd you sleep?
Close to 8 hours.
That's pretty good. I mean, depending on how the sleep went.
My little thing doesn't have all the information yours does, but I can tell you it wasn't great.
I got you.
Well, he came on, asked how I slept, and left. That was nice of him.
Sorry about that. I was moving my browser tab and I accidentally closed the browser tab.
That has happened to me before. Yeah. I understand completely.
I think I slept pretty decently.
Well, that's good.
I woke up about 4 a.m., like 4:15, and I was like wide awake. And I almost considered staying up. But then, like, nah. So I left the mask on and I put, Netflix had like stopped and said, do you want to continue or not?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, continue, without asking. From that point on, and best of both worlds. No, Q who? The one where they get introduced to the board,
Mm-hmm.
starts playing. So, of course, rather than fall asleep, I end up watching, I'd say 90% of it before I doze off again. So
Mm-hmm.
I was up for a better part of 40 plus minutes. And then, we got another hour or so asleep before then waking up for the morning. I'm still okay, but I wonder if I would have been better off just staying up at the 4.
Yeah, I've had days like that.
Well, unfortunately, no Captain Kirk today. I was going to check the news to see if he's still on track for tomorrow in terms of blasting off into space.
Or almost space. Um, and that one guy that did the free fall was higher than that, wasn't it?
I think so. With the balloon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Right, Google, I'm sure. Fucking Google,
What?
man. I go to Google News, to look up the Shatner thing.
Right.
And the top headline in Google News is that GOP officials are urging Republican voters to vote Democrat in 2022. Right, I'm sure. I'm sure
Uh-huh.
that's what's happening.
Well, let's just assume for a moment that that's even potentially possible. Why is that the top story? I'm sure there's other things that would be far more interesting and far more factual than this bullshit. This is why we do not let entertainment companies run news networks.
No, this isn't entertainment. This is about Google trying to push their agenda. They're trying to get people to think, like this is real news.
If you
Oh,
think if you
good
think Google isn't
Republicans are
into
going to vote Democrat.
if you think Google isn't into entertainment, yeah, that's why they own YouTube. YouTube videos are entertaining, at least for the most part. So
Not
yes,
the ones
there's.
I've seen.
Well, quit watching your own streams. Um,
Uh,
but there is some entertainment value in that. People watch music videos. People watch movies, TV shows, all on Google. So yeah, they're in the entertainment business, and yes, they have agenda in there as well. But Google has become an entertainment company. So yeah, they're as much as NBC, CBS, whatever networks out there that are, supposed to be into entertainment are. We just haven't seen Google original shows, have we? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we have, because that's where Cobra Kai came from. So yeah, they're even making shows. So yeah, I I don't know. And good morning, Mar. Hopefully you're feeling better today than you have been.
And yes, it's still set for 9:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Wednesday.
And good morning, Dave G Sound. Yes, YouTube Red. I forgot about the name. I signed up for it at one point when they were offering it. This was in December. They were offering 3 months for free. So it's like, okay, sure, I'll take it. Did I cancel before the 3 months was up? Damn right I did. One of the reasons I had it was so that I could just not have to use an ad blocker. Just, everybody got revenue that those 3 months. I didn't have to remember to turn off an ad blocker in order to watch a stream. Okay, coffee.
Here's a headline on Fandom.
Okay.
North Korea vows to build invincible military.
Okay, that I can believe they would want to do.
The only problem is I thought their military was already invincible. And here's the problem. Now you're saying your military isn't invincible.
Of course it is, but they have to say that it's not. It's all propaganda either way. I wish I could afford Death Wish coffee. I'd probably get some.
Today's Mark Albert's last day.
Yeah. I've never had Death Wish coffee. I know Bird would be the person to ask for it. Advice.
Yeah, not my thing.
And good morning, Jack's Law.
Now,
How
if
are
it
you
was
this
Death
morning?
Wish Cola or
Well, yeah.
Coca-Cola Death Wish, maybe.
Yeah. Well, didn't they have a Coca-Cola Black. It was a kind of coffee cola.
Well, once you tell me there's coffee, then I have no desire to drink it. The coffee flavor.
So you should have at least tried it. And Mama Bray may have liked it. Something that was coffee, cola, coffee, cola hybrid. You never know. You might have not hated it.
No, I wouldn't want Mama Frey to start liking something else unhealthy. Coffee is more healthy than cola. More healthy.
Well, there are actual health benefits to coffee as opposed to other things. Let's put it this way. I know many things that don't have health benefits. I would say I drink. First of all, yes, I do drink soda. I don't care. You don't want to deal with me without it. Lord, the kids are here. Yay. Okay, Darius says Death Wish Dark Roast. What I got. Oh, ooh. Ouch. That already sounds strong. Uh but there was one because I talked about the little thing in the corner, like a K cup, but different. I was given K cups before. Didn't have any way to use them. So I thought, oh, what the hell? I'll put one in pot of coffee. Actually, the amount of coffee was just about right in the K cup.
Really?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, because I think they do something to the coffee so that it's not like just putting regular coffee into a K cup. Like it's extra milled or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Extra surface area. So it, I don't know, evaporates or mixes better than it would if you just dump your own coffee in, which they do have the K cup where you can put in your own, like you can put in Folgers, but it's never quite the same.
No.
By design.
And good morning, Christian Geek, Fandom Geek, excuse me. You used to work for a coffee shop. It's funny. There was a coffee shop I used to go to. Of course, most of the time I ended up getting tea. Because, well, it was less expensive. And the kind of tea bags I used, I could actually reuse. I'd get another pot of water. I'd let it sit for so long, get it out, get another pot of water after I was done, and had let it sit for a while. And it was still good tea. So I basically got 2 pots of tea for the price of one. Ain't gonna happen with a coffee. And Leonardo the Pro. Good morning.
Good
Somehow
morning.
I think we're being rated by somebody. And yes. Well, the thing was, I would go there. Yes, I'll admit there was one of the employees that worked there was cute, but I kind of liked talking to. Nothing wrong with that.
So what was his name?
Shut up, bird.
Oh, excuse me. Her name.
I don't remember now.
Because you put so much emphasis on somebody's outward appearance. Yeah, you don't remember. Like hell you don't remember.
I don't
It's
remember.
probably Julie. Should have said, hey, Julie, why don't me and you get some tea and some whatever the hell else you got in the shop and meet at my place. 15 minutes.
I can take one of the most popular ones there, one of the employees, who I didn't usually talk to, because everybody was talking about John. He was one of the flirty sort. Of course, he would flirt with anybody. Why? Because it got him tips. Male,
Some
female,
tips you like better than others.
male, female, didn't matter. He would flirt.
The tip always counts.
I don't know exactly. I don't think it always counts, believe it or not. If you're playing a game, yes. If you're doing other things, then no.
Okay. It always counts. That's the whole point of the saying.
I thought the point of the saying was when you were playing this video game trying to get this flag up where you're, getting it almost in the hole and saying the tip counts. I didn't realize it was a metaphor for something.
3 years later, and you're only first realizing it's a metaphor. Wow.
It hasn't been 3 years, by the way.
2.
Probably. Hell, I've only been on YouTube since 2019. So, yeah, not been 3 years yet. Didn't know there was a thing called ice golf. No idea what the hell that is, but if you're on ice doing golf, why?
My guess is it's places where you can only have ice. You don't usually have the option of ice or grass. It's usually one or the other.
I mean, if you're talking like, Greenland, yeah, that would be a popular sport because there's a lot of ice there, or has been. Ugh. Oh,
I have
great.
a friend who just got to Greenland yesterday.
Cool.
First time. It's a lifelong dream to go to Greenland.
Well, wonder how they
It
like it so far.
actually took him two tries because the first time was during earlier with COVID, and he made all the plans, but then they demanded a test be done within 24 hours. And being in Iceland, he had no way of getting the test done by the time his plane took off.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't get to Greenland from here.
No.
You got to go from Iceland. He seems to be liking it. Not my type of place, mind you. No McDonald's. If I get off the plane and there's no McDonald's or Burger King, KFC, Dunkin' Donuts, any sign of, recognizable food, then I would just assume turn around and get back on the plane. I'm sorry, I must have taken the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Mm-hmm.
And Barbados was the one country I went to where they were very proud of the fact they had no McDonald's on the entire island. He was like, yeah, we had a McDonald's once. It lasted 6 months. Nobody went.
Because they have
And,
more sophisticated taste.
well, sophisticated, whatever. All I remember is I was sick as a dog the first night on the island. I threw up everywhere. I was dressed nicely. I vomited over my clothes.
Ooh.
I had to go back into a fucking dinner at a restaurant, at a fancy restaurant, with a fucking, excuse my language, sorry, with a guy who had been knighted by the Queen, Sir David Seal. He was the owner of the distillery. We were having this like fancy dinner for all of us, and I'm like, there was no, you can't not know I didn't just vomit down my shirt. And the bathrooms were outside the restaurant, unair conditioned in the heat and humidity of a freaking tropical island. Now, granted, once you got in the restaurant, it was air conditioned, but I was outside hacking my guts up in this disgusting outhouse. Don't get me wrong, it was a fancy restaurant, but it was just a giant outhouse of granted they had plumbing,
Right.
but it was completely open to the air and the humidity and the bugs and the lizards, and shit is crawling all over. And I like, this is sick as a fucking dog. I go in and I have nothing more to do. I sit down and I pretend nothing happened. And they all ignore it like nothing has happened. Life goes on. Never brought up again.
And JP says, you drank the water, didn't you?
No, I didn't drink the water. I was okay. I was hungry. I was so fucking hungry because I had to take a pill or something. And I was like, okay, I get to the hotel. I figured I'd eat something. And there was like no place to eat at the hotel. And we were busy. And like, okay, it's time. We're going to be going to dinner. And like, okay, go, so we all went back to rooms to, do our essential stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to the room and I call, like, listen, the room service, what's the quickest food you can bring? Whatever. And they were like, whatever beans or shit. Like, let me change that. Can you get me a hamburger here in 25 minutes? And he's like, yeah, okay, we'll get you a hamburger. I was like, good. So I ordered a hamburger. I jumped in the shower, got out of the shower. The hamburger arrives. I eat it. It is fucking disgusting. But I needed to eat it to take my fucking pill. So I just ate a hamburger, stuffed it down, took a pill, got into a car, having to sit on the wrong side of the car because Barbados drives on the wrong side of the street because they're English. So we're driving to a restaurant to a bunch of windy island back roads, and I'm already feeling nauseous as F. And I get to the restaurant, and I'm like, after we're at the bar before we go eat, and I can't hold. I'm like, oh shit, this burger is not going to stay down. So I asked them, where's the bathroom? And they're like outside around the back. Of the outside around the back. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, I didn't realize just how dreadful a place it was going to be. And I'm outside and around the back, and you just see this like building that has half walls. Oh no! Oh no! And it's like 8 stalls, all with open to the fucking sky. Oh, no, I'm sweating. I'm fucking hot. I'm tired. Bleh! And it's like, it's getting on my shirt. There's no running water. I gotta go. The sink is so far from the toilet. I certainly wasn't getting on the goddamn floor. It was one of the most embarrassing times of my life.
And good afternoon, Gitza. He says it wasn't a hamburger, it was a goat burger.
Maybe. There was also a time I vomited outside San Diego airport. I got off the plane. I wasn't feeling so great, but I didn't think I was that bad. I got right outside the terminal, and it was coming. All I did was turn around, and there was a bush. I vomited all over a bush, but luckily it didn't get on me. I took some leaves to wipe my mouth. I don't know what people were like looking, people walking by. Nobody was gonna stop. They all just
No.
pretended they didn't see it. Okay, I guess I'll get back in line to go to the rental car place. No, those were the days. That was weird because that did not usually happen. It was a very isolated incident, but it did. I was like, I'm sure the rain will wash it away. Forgetting that it rarely rains in San Diego. I'm guessing they must have had somebody waters the plants or something. They rinse
Oh,
them
I'm sure.
away.
Why do you do the moon? It's all. It's been good.
Um, I see there's, I don't know if you know, Cap, I see there's some activity in private
Yeah,
chat.
I
Okay, just
see.
wanted to make sure you didn't sorry.
Some
And
activity.
good morning, LDG.
Clusters. I'm activity. Is that what you're calling me? Some paranormal activity?
As a activity, I had
Yeah.
a smoke.
Yeah. Classify me as activity. That's fine. What's going on? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I was enjoying your little story there.
My vomiting around the world stories.
But you don't like you don't like memes?
Barbados, San Diego. Let's see where else. I wasn't vomit, but it was
Hey, can you
pretty
use
bad.
have you ever used whipped cream for creamer? In
Whipped
coffee?
cream for what?
Whipped cream for
Yeah.
creamer?
Yeah.
No, because I don't use anything I put a creamer in.
Oh. Yeah, I ran out of creamer, so I'm gonna have to use some low fat whipped cream. Hopefully it works the same.
I don't know about the same, but depends on what you like. I actually
As
like
long
it.
as I can
So
taste it. So I'll get some creamer today when I go get my new outfit. Going shopping.
well, hopefully the shopping goes well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for some clothes. A couple new shirts. Maybe a new set of pants.
No, sounds like it will be beneficial.
So that
Maybe a clean pair of underwear.
I need some new new clean underwear. So maybe a couple new socks would be nice too. She was like, you got to wear a tie. I'm like, yeah, wearing a tie at a print shop isn't the best necessarily thing to wear. Get yourself killed. Actually had somebody get their tie accidentally stuck in the laminating machine. That was funny.
Remember, make sure nobody salutes you. People will be looking for the officers. Snipers be taking you out. No saluting. Make that clear on the first day.
Yeah. With my experience, I should have this place taken over within a month. I could run a print shop by myself, for God's sakes.
And set it up as the back end of Project Prometheus.
Well, that's another good thing too. I'll have some extra money to actually do some stuff. It's been rough having YouTube suck every last extra penny you have out of you. All right. Coffee's hot. Let me go see if this is going to work or not.
Really? Okay. Peter's giving cheese today, of course.
One of the problems with the new hospital bed
Uh-huh.
is that um, in the mornings, like now, when I'm on my side, I'm too far away from the screen to read the comments. So I just want, if anybody is trying to say something, I really can't see. So, Captain, please, if you notice anyone trying to message or call me out, please just let me know.
Of course.
I'm still trying to figure out how to set up the computer that it's more accessible
Right.
on my side, because in the old bed, I could do everything just as well, whether I was sitting up or on my side. And now it's going on a few weeks. It's kind of, it's really hurt my productivity. My morning productivity is demolished. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to listen and talk, but I used to be able to type and do so much more. Now I really have to wait till I sit back up to do anything.
And good morning, not Ryan Johnson. Says, great, Bird gets a new bed. Now he needs LASIK surgery. And good morning, Richie Poole. So,
Oh,
how's the coffee?
not bad, actually. Not bad. Takes surprisingly less whipped cream to get the color I was hoping to get. Yeah. Coffee with a hint of whipped cream. Kind of what I expected. Cool. Good. It's always good to get what you expect. Sick and tired of the opposite. So we still got tomorrow, right? William Shatner, space tomorrow.
That is the plan. 9:30 Eastern.
Hopefully.
AM?
Yes.
Cool.
They want to be able to see if the ship crashes if it does.
I don't think it's going to crash. I think they pretty much got it.
Well, no, but that's
Got it.
part of the reason for only doing daytime launches. Unless
I
you
think
be
it's
out there with
mostly so
searchlights.
the people on the rocket can see the daylight side of the Earth, so they can see the curvature and whatnot. And but not so middle of the day that they don't get to also see the dark night part of the Earth as well.
And good morning, the Random Menace. I'm sorry, good afternoon. Good grief, I need more coffee. Earth's new bed has laser cannons built in. You only need to point those at his eyes. LASIK for free. Yeah, but see, those lasers are a little more fine-tuned. These are more like Star Wars lasers, not... I mean, they'd be good for taking out his eyes completely.
Need a doctor so good at LASIK, they can do it with a laser pointer.
There he is. What's going on, MB?
Welcome, NB.
So
This
you got
morning,
your
I think
Captain
it's
Check
been.
mug.
What's that? Yeah,
Still got your Captain Check mug.
yeah. Still got my Captain Truck mug. Unfortunately, I got to get a new Bird of Prey 5 one because I dropped it one day and the handle broke off.
Oh, that's perfect. That's how Bird
Son of
Prey
a
does
bitch.
it.
Yeah,
Isn't that,
I
isn't that like,
still kept it because it
Bird of Prey
reminds me
like?
of Bird's Landings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, you could now use that to store your toothbrushes in.
Yeah, now
You
you're
still got use
matching
for it.
this Eagle
Or-
Moth ship.
Little
Chips.
super glue and good as new.
I should have a cup. Should I have a cup?
You should probably
yeah,
wear a cup
actually, you
before
should.
going to work.
I think a cup would work for you.
People like to kick
I don't know
managers in the balls.
I don't know what people would should I put
French shot.
the only slogan I like is that this cup is bootleg. Or this coffee is bootleg.
Probably one of the funniest things I saw was this list of things that Canada was no longer allowing from the U.S. And one of them was a company called Black Rifle. But what's funny is we were all like, a bunch of us were there like, you just banned coffee in Canada? That's what the name of the company is, Black Rifle Coffee. We were just,
Yep.
a bunch of us were just laughing our asses off at that. We all were making comments. They're like, so you banned coffee? It's like, damn.
Yep. They did that months
Canadian.
ago. I can't believe that they're that stupid. But yep.
Yeah, that was hilarious. This really was. Oh yeah, I like that article. Bird said I read it, and it's two people. That's the article. Two people. Like that Netflix, or it's like that article I saw where they said Netflix suspended people for making a tweet, and then you read the article, and it's like, no, actually, they were suspended because they tried to walk in and argue their case in an executive board meeting. But that's not going to grab people to read it.
No.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You just can't trust the headlines. Some days you can't even trust the articles.
I mean, some days, most days you can't.
What are you talking about? The days of anything original and is gone. No more original.
I'm sorry, 42 New York. What the hell is that?
Oh, I saw an article that was interesting, and I'm like, okay. I'm not sure how this is enforceable, but I guess in California, they just signed a law that states they are going to ban the sale of new gas-powered lawnmowers, leaf blowers, and certain other things by 20. Well, this is how it says: 2024, or when it's feasible. And I just thought about this. If say that goes into effect, that doesn't ban those stuff people already have, but how's that going to stop people from buying stuff off of Amazon, or if they have the resources, going to the next state, getting something from over there and bringing it across the state line?
It's not going to stop them.
Yeah, exactly. And like this, how are you going to stop that?
The only way you stop something effectively is by coming out with something better.
Amen to that. That one threw me for a loop. I was really surprised.
Okay,
Not
I've
as
got
much as China banning video games.
I remember when they tried to do that. What was it, the 80s, 90s?
bird takeover. I got to reset now.
Jaron Bird. Uh-oh.
Oh, no one's at the helm.
Oh, shit. They let the crazies run the asylum now.
Yep.
How's Project Prometheus?
Hibernating
Cool.
until we get the word out. I'm trying to think of ways of spreading the word.
Sounds good.
Well, with all the shit going on with Twitter and Facebook and stuff, it's kind of gaslighting it in a way, but need to have a home base. Need to have a website or something. Centralize it all. It's a nice day. I can see the sky. A couple clouds. Shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, we're about to get pretty we're about to get hit pretty hard.
Closed stores not but a couple miles up the road. Hey, Darius, that's funny. What up, Darius? Missed you last night. Backstage was asking about you. I had 2 new people hang out in the backstage Sunday. Met a couple new people after my inaugural rant over on the round table.
Well, I'm sorry, JPs. I do try to check my facts as much as possible, but even I'm going to make an error because that was the story that was laid out. And forgive me, but sending me a fact checker thing isn't exactly going to prove an argument at this point because these fact checkers nowadays, they're not trustable. But I do try to keep my facts straight. I take pride in trying to do that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I own up to it. Oh. So yeah, it looks
Nope. And it was just me. Fact checkers are AI. Yeah, everything's AI. Windows 11 now is going to be AI powered. So it freaks me out. Appreciate it. I had a really important evening. I think I nailed it. Nice. Good stuff. Take over LDG. Are you tired of your devices stealing your information? Are you tired of the government knowing everything that you're doing? Damn Windows weather box keeps popping up. I swear that thing is annoying as fuck. How do I get rid of that shit? I don't even see where to get rid of the weather damn thing, man.
We lost Captain NNB.
Yeah, we're losing everybody, man. It's nuclear war going
Shit.
on. Thought we lost you for a minute.
I was busy. I was lost. But I figured out 4 people. I could take a couple minutes. I guess.
Right?
Um,
I'm not seeing much on the news today. Some mass singer shit.
Hi,
Kanye West selling his mansion.
I got that. How's that?
Kanye selling his mansion. Um,
He's thinking of selling his mansion.
hey, did Cap change my name again, or did I never change it back?
Yeah, I think he changed it
Okay.
again. He likes to change names. Yeah, that's got to be a thing they got to fix too, because that changing a name shit gets annoying.
Well, I get it, but it should be just for that one.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know, it shouldn't set a cookie. It
Shouldn't
should
set it-
just.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
think I'll start putting that in when I do my own streams as a comment. Don't let other usernames override. Figure out a way to say it that they understand it in just a couple of sentences.
Oh, NB kicked himself out. MNB. On a lighter note, I found out why they have the circles on plugins in the wall. Why the plugs have holes in the little metal pieces.
Oh yeah, you watch Technology Connection too
Something.
with that
Yeah.
guy with the jacket.
Yeah, the guy with the background with the fucking electronic shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, no
I
fucking
always
reason.
I always thought it was to lock your plugs in the plug.
I always thought it was to save 2 extra cents on materials over 1 million
Yeah, right.
pieces of metal. The same reason why they put those 5 holes in a White Castle hamburger patty. Save on meat.
That's funny.
Honestly, I watched the video. I forgot the reason.
It's production. It's how they line up for the molding.
Ah,
It's how they line up all the plugs for molding. Yeah.
Richie Poole says Berto Bray might be in favor of banning leaf blowers. You know, Richie, I almost am. But the thing is, if California does it, what'll happen is like you won't be able to order those things from Amazon to California. Like there's already things I can't buy from Amazon because I live in New York City. Like, sorry, we won't ship this to you because you live in New York City. Now, is Amazon not allowed to ship it to me? I would say they're certainly allowed. It's New York City's law to enforce, on me once I get it. But Amazon doesn't want to take the risk, so they'll say, okay, we won't accidentally ship stuff to you that's illegal in your state or your city. But could I go outside, buy it, and bring it home? Obviously, yes. If I could move, if I could drive, then yeah, I could do that. And I certainly would do that for a law that's stupid. I would say I would ban leaf blowers unless you have at least, 0.25 acres of land, something like that. If you don't have at least 0.25 acres of land, you have no business having a leaf blower.
So who the hell is going to buy a leaf blower if they don't have land? I mean, so it doesn't even make sense.
Well, they're all over New York fucking city. So I don't know, because nobody's got 0.25 acres in Queens.
It's just going to force companies to be able to do it and make more money off leaf blowing. Why don't you put the money into creating trees that don't?
Right. Put the
Drop
money
leaves.
into creating trees that don't drop leaves.
Yeah.
They're called pine trees.
Pine trees drop. Matter of fact, they drop worse shit. Drop pine cones.
So do you want to genetically engineer a tree whose leaves don't come off? Because
No,
then
absolutely
in
not.
winter,
No, there's a
the
reason
snow
why.
will keep it get very heavy, and then the tree will break.
Exactly. Or they could just, spray it with some shit so it doesn't grow any more leaves. Chemically castrate the leaf making process. Or just get rid of all trees. Just ban trees. Can't get those on Amazon.
I agree. We burn all the trees down.
Yep.
It's like they did on Easter Island.
Or anything. It's not like they stop hurricanes or produce oxygen or.
We fine. We got enough oxygen in the air. It'd be good. It'll give us a time limit as a species.
No, we're already on that time limit. The planet makes sure of that. I can't wait to see the future. Hopefully shit's a lot better. 1,000 million years from now. Of
You're not going to see the future. You realize that.
course I am.
Oh, it's a different body.
It's a different body, yeah.
Right. Oh, yes. I thought you were talking about in your lifetime.
No, of course not. That would be ridiculous. See the chat real quick. Genetically engineered trees don't drop leaves. DNA will be patented. That's funny. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, honestly, our best point of getting trees that don't drop leaves is by climate change. So we get rid of winter.
We get rid of fall.
Well, if we don't have winter, we don't need fall.
Guess so. Guess that would make sense. And we get rid of
Captain must be
winter, and
having
then
some
all the birds never come back down south.
serious computer issues.
Wouldn't surprise me. My battery's running low too here, so I might end up dropping out.
Gotcha. Coming
gotta
up
shut
soon
down.
on the Bird of Prey 5 Omen Show. The
Minimize my processes here.
antics of Aussie O'Prey.
Well, if Kevin come back, then we can start.
If Cadman doesn't come back, I'm going to start reading from Aussie O'Prey Sex Journal.
The Morning Bird. That's funny. That's better than the Morning Coke. I don't know. Why did you think of that? The Morning Bird, man. Giving you the Morning Bird.
I don't know. It is pretty good. I really didn't want to be tied to a morning show. Mornings used to be my most prosperous? No. Productive. My most productive hours. Oh, that got Captain back here real quick.
What?
Huh?
Threatened Osseo
The
Prey.
threat that if you didn't come back, I was the last one on, that we were going to switch to Aussie O'Prey reading from his sex journal.
Okay, with everything that's been going on this morning, I don't need this shit. Have a good day, everybody.
Captain.
What?
It was a joke, Captain.
What happened to your computer?
I had to totally shut down in order to. I couldn't type anything at all.
Oh. You getting that annoying beeping noise every time you hit a button?
No.
Oh, it's worse. MB booted himself out there, man. He might still be down there.
The only reason I know I couldn't type anywhere was I was trying to type you in a different location than I was at currently. It's like, great. No, I can't type anywhere. I got to shut down. That's why my quick exit.
Welcome back.
Fuck. Really? Okay, it's doing it again. Why the fuck is it doing it again?
You can't type again?
No.
Do you have something on your keyboard?
No, there's nothing on my keyboard.
None of the keys are working?
I can't type anything.
I was gonna say freaking check your
What about in a different
Okay.
application?
That's what I'm trying now.
If your keyboard was broken, it probably wouldn't have passed the post test. It's still a
Oh,
post.
hey, Jill. I didn't hear that. Sorry. What is it? Let me read it. I didn't see the chat. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
How to turn off Microsoft Weather pop-up.
Yeah, I missed the chat. Sorry, I was going back and forth. Right-click your taskbar, go to News and Interests, and choose Turn Off. I don't have that. That's what I'm saying. I don't have News and Interest. Oh, wait. Here we go. Ah, thank you. Okay, I just didn't see it. Thank you.
Okay. Guess what? That's it. Today's over. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.